Hey guys, it's Matt from How I Do It here. A few people on Twitter wanted to know how I bring my printers along camping with us. So today I'm going to show you guys just a quick cell phone shot video of my printer setup when we go camping. The most important thing is when you pack your printers in your vehicle, however you do it, you want to pack all your stuff so that it's not going to fall on top of your printers, obviously. Usually what I do is if I bring both my Wanhao and my FlashForge along with me, I'll stick the Wanhao in the corner and stick my FlashForge up against it so it kind of creates a shell for that printer. So the other thing is, what filaments do we bring along and how do we bring them? We put all that stuff in this tub, which has, this weekend happens to be the Friday 3D printing hangout stream, so I brought my mic along. Basically that's it. We just pick which filaments we want to bring along and we pack them in the box, in the toter. We got some flexibles, some PLA, and a bunch of the maker box samples. So what we'll do is we pick out most of the stuff that we think we're going to need. Some of the stuff we're printing while we're camping is for fun. Some of the customized things for the printer, for the campers. So we're doing all kinds of stuff. Like here in a little bit, I'm going to be printing some new handles for some of our zero gravity chairs in order to replace handles that are missing or broken on them. So I'm going to take the camera here from my wife and I'll show you close-ups of what I do once the printers are all set up in the Explorer. Alright, so here we've got the printers up close. As you can see, I got them sitting in the back of the Explorer pretty far. Two reasons. One, it was just pouring down raining here about maybe half an hour ago. So I want to keep the printers back and well protected from the weather. Here we got the Wanhao set up. The only thing I've done so far is I ran an extension cord to a 3-way, which has both printers plugged into it. The cords run up around, and the cord runs up around the back here to keep them out of the way. And the only other thing I've done so far is I have both of the printers are preheated, just to make the next step a little bit quicker for you. So you can see I've got both hot ends heated up, ready to go. I'm going to show you here on the Wanhao what I do. On top of the bed, I've got this Z-height leveling rod. Now a lot of people will print two of these, one for either side. I like the idea of only printing one for the printer. The reason being, if I level it this side and then that side and then double check over here, then I know that they are exactly the same height because I use the same rod. As opposed to if I printed two side by side, there's a chance one may be slightly smaller than the other. So I only use one, other people will use two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit this in here. I'm sorry if this is a little bit shaky cam syndrome going on, but so I sat it on there. I'm gonna take and turn my Z-rod, just grabbing a hold and twisting them so that the printer comes up. I'm gonna stick it on there and I'm gonna get the Z up higher than the rod. Okay, so now this has a notch cut in it, so I'm gonna now lower this one back down manually by hand. It's a little bit hard to do because of trying to do it single hand. But I'm going to lower it down until it touches. Now I'm going to gently slide it out to the side. I'm going to switch over to the other side and move my print head out of the way. We'll move over here. Switch hands here with the camera. We'll move over here. Alright, so that Z is a little bit too low yet, so we're going to raise it up just a little bit. Get the calibration tool underneath, and we'll lower it back down just till it touches. Now you're not like cramming this thing on there, just enough so you can pull it out to the side. So we check that side, now we're going to go back to this side. Switch hands here again, sorry for the shaky camera. I'm going to stick the Z-rod back in and it's about the same. Now the way I do this is almost like the same way that you use the piece of paper to level your nozzles, to level the bed. You just want so that it's got some friction on it, and equal friction on either side. So Now that that's done, I'm gonna pull this back out, sit it to the side. Now on my Wanhao, on all my printers, I have a test print that I run for bed leveling. And it's a very quick, checks all the corners, and allows me to quickly check and make sure that my bed is level. I'm just trying to find the file here. Here it is, quick bed level. So we're gonna go ahead, tell it to print it, and then we'll watch what it does. It shouldn't take it too long to start the print because I already have it preheated. It does have to heat the hot end back up to 210 degrees. While that's preheating, I'll show you here on the FlashForge. On the FlashForge, what I do, I love bringing my FlashForge. This is my favorite printer to move around because the way with the enclosure, I can keep all my tools right inside of the printer. So you can see, I've even got a full-size 25-foot tape measure in there, my calipers, my BuildTech spatula, all kinds of tools and things that I use for this printer. They just stay right in it and ride right along. So now the Wanhao is getting ready to go. We'll watch. It's going to print these circles. Now it's a little bit hard to see because I've got my cooling shroud on there. But you can see it's going to print. I actually have it. It gives me a couple of chances to make this perfect because it prints a skirt, then it comes back around and prints everything. Now if the skirt prints fine and all the circles are round, as you can see here, then I'll usually stop it after the skirt. But if I have to make quick bed adjustments, I'll just grab a hold of the bed leveling screw and tweak it while it's printing. Maybe we'll see that, maybe we won't. I actually have pretty good luck with this printer and moving it around and it staying in calibration. It's looking good so far. I'd say we're pretty much level. The nice thing about this test is it's very quick. I'll pull that little stringer out of the way. It's a very quick way to show that the printer bed is level. And you can see anywhere you have inconsistencies or which bed leveling screw needs to be adjusted without having to do the paper trick or anything. Now this is literally, I drove, I think it's about 50 or 60 miles from my house to here. We unloaded the truck into the camper and then drove back into town to grab something for lunch because it was raining, and came back again. The printers rode the whole way, and you can see I didn't even have to do anything but my Z leveling, and I may not have even had to do the Z leveling. That may have been slightly unnecessary as well. So that's pretty much it. Now as far as the printers, I do have them running off of a GFI. That way, because I do have the extension cord runs over here, runs over and plugs into the camper. Because that cord's exposed to the rain and everything, and this weekend they are calling for thunderstorms, I'll leave that GFI plugged in. That way if something does happen, the printers are protected. It may result in a failed print, but I can deal with that over an electrical issue with the printers. So you can see here, right there, that inner circle that it printed is a little bit wonky. So I'm just going to come back here and I'm just going to tweak the bed screw just a little bit to bring that up. Now part of the reason for that could be I might have to reapply some glue to the glass plate on my Wanhao for bed adhesion. It may not necessarily be that it was out of balance, but you can see right here on the outer, on the skirt that it printed, you can see where the circle kind of flattens out, and you can see this isn't even stuck to the bed. So bed adhesion was a little bit crappy there, could be improved. Again, that could be, I just need to could be out of level. So I just tweaked it there a little bit. That's probably enough to fix it, but we'll have to do another print and we'll wait and see. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you a quick, this is how we bring the printers camping with us. A lot of people were wondering, and you can see we've got them in the Explorer, got the hatch open, which gives us even more protection if it does decide it's going to rain. And that's it. So I'm Matt. Thanks for viewing the video. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of the new uploads, hit the bell down at the bottom next to the subscribe button. So that's how we do it.